Nice, nicely done. Welcome all of you. Thank you for coming today. I know that you have come here today to learn how to draw in 3 dimensions. We're going to draw things that appear to be 3-dimensional, things that seem to be popping right off the page. And I'm going to do it by telling you all about Mr. Mark Kistler's 10 keywords for drawing in 3 dimensions. Now, these are the 10 words that you use to move from drawing the flat kind of Ed Emberley pictures we've been doing. And they're cool. I enjoy them. I still draw Ed Emberley style all the time. But now we're going to draw in 3 dimensions, and it will give more depth and more meaning and more attributes to our drawing. Now, let me see if I can find a visual aid here. Look at that. Isn't it nice? Now, vaguely you would call that shape what? A circle. All right, what happens if I tilt the pumpkin top? It becomes an oval. That's right. So if I wanted to draw something as if I were looking at it from the side, I wouldn't draw it as a circle. I'd draw it as an oval. When you draw something so that it appears as if you're looking at it from the side, you call that foreshortening. 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 Alright. Now, if I were going to foreshorten the top of something like a can of beans, I would draw it as an oval, right? Yes, absolutely. Now, I'm going to pull down the sides of that can, and I'm going to draw the bottom of the can. Now, if I draw the bottom of the can with a straight line, that's not going to look right, is it? Let me show you how it would look wrong. Oh, più molto stinco. No good. So I do not like that. There you go. I'm going to join that with a smile. I'm going to follow the contour.
Are we drawing this?
You can draw with me if you'd like, but I'm just doing a demonstration now. I follow the contour of the can. If I put a label on it, I'm not going to put it straight across. I'm going to put a label on with a smile to follow the contour. I'm going to draw a circle up here, and that circle is the sun. And the sun is... Yes, there is a sun in the classroom. Currently, it is burning our skin, flaying it off of our bones. We are charred remnants of what was once a 5th grade class and a very fat, juicy man. So here's this sun, which has caused all of this havoc right here in the classroom, and it's beating down on my can of beans, heating them up so that it'll be ready for lunch. Now that means that on the other side of the can, you will find shade. Shade, shade, shade. We love the shade, 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 shade. Yeah, we love the shade. Good. So I've got some shade going on here, and that's going to cast a shadow on the ground. Now look at that. We've already gone through 4 of the exciting keywords of drawing. We have foreshortening, contour, shading, and shadow. Now if I'm going to demonstrate more of the words, I have to draw another can. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to change the placement of the object. By placing a second can higher on the page, it looks farther away than if I place it lower on the page. All right. I'm still going to follow its contour. I'm still going to foreshorten it. But I'm also going to change the size. Notice that the one that's closer to us is larger than the one that's farther away. If I draw something larger, it appears closer. Smaller, farther away. You like that? I've also overlapped one can over another. So if I overlap this one on top of that one, when you overlap, the can that seems to be sitting on top of the one appears closer than the one that appears to be behind the can. Right, so that's 7 words so far. We have foreshortening, contour, shade and shadow, placement, size, and overlapping.
What?
We have 7 words so far. Foreshortening, contour, shade, shadow, placement, size, and overlapping. I'm going to come way up here, and I'm going to draw one more can. What do you think of that? One more can way up there. Hello, hello, the little can.
Oh my God.
Now it's so far away, I'm not going to give it a lot of detail. I'm going to change the density of the object. By drawing it with less density, it appears far away. Just the same way, if you look up in the hills here, can you see the leaves on the trees? Or do you just see sort of blobs that look like trees? Okay. So if I were drawing a drawing of our foothills here, I wouldn't sit there and draw each individual leaf. Not only would it take a very long time, it would not look realistic. It's more realistic to draw blobs. All right. So when I draw my little can, I draw it with just a little bit of detail, not too much, because I want it to look realistic. Now the last 2 words on the page do not appear in your picture. The first one is attitude. You have to have a positive mental attitude. There are only 2 kinds of people in the world. People who divide people into categories and people who don't. And more than that, there's another way to divide people in the world. There are people who know they can draw and people who don't know they can draw yet. But everybody in the world can draw. So, you need to know that you can draw. And how do you become an excellent artist? By drawing daily. If you draw every single day, knowing that you are an artist, you'll become a great artist. That's all there is to it. There is no other way to learn to be an artist than to do it. All right, boys and turtles, we are now going to draw. The lecture portion of our day is over. Yes, I'm going to make you work. Yes, I'm a taskmaster. Whoosh, whoosh. Every one of you. Whoosh. There we go. Draw. All right, we're going to draw the simple television. Now, he likes to start with guide dots. I like the guide dots. Mark is a smart person. I like Mark. We start with the guide dots. So we put them out there, and that just shows you where your lines should go. I have to keep walking away from the board because when I'm close to the board drawing like this, it messes up my foreshortening. I see a foreshortened view of the foreshortening, so if I'm going to do it right, I have to walk away. I'm going to connect those dots with rat lines. Right about there, right about there, right about there. Ain't worried about drawing no lines perfect. I'm going to pull down the sides, and now I want to demonstrate for you the wrong thing to do. Do not copy what I'm about to do. I'm about to do something wrong. What I'm about to demonstrate is the wrong thing. Don't do what I'm doing because it's wrong. If I were to join the bottom with a straight line, does that look right?
No. Oh, no.
No, that looks wrong. That's terrible. My goodness, it looks like somebody's got their television in a flood, doesn't it? Ain't no good. Yes, indeed. So we don't do that. What we do is we pull this middle line way down here. Way down here. And now we connect the bottom with the rat lines. And that looks like it's cubicle, doesn't it? I spend my life in a cubicle. I know from cubicle. There we go. Now the same is true of the screen. Watch me draw the screen wrong. You'll laugh at how dumb I am. Mr. Dawson, that screen looks wrong. Oh, you're funny for a fat guy. Okay. So we're not going to draw it like that. What we're going to do is use guide dots, and we're going to follow along the shape of the television so that it lines up with the top and the bottom, right? We'll put the screen like this. This is an old-fashioned television, isn't it? Because televisions are now just the screen. I know. But in my day, televisions came in a big fancy wooden cabinet. That's right.
And they have antennas.
What? And they did have antennas. That's right. They had an antenna up on top like this here. If you wanted to watch TV, you had to stand there and you would move the rabbit ears. We called these rabbit ears. You know why we called them rabbit ears? Because we was dumb. We had these antennas on top here. Yes, indeed. Back in the day, we had 3 channels. If you didn't like what was on channel 3, you could watch what was on channel 4. If you didn't like what was on channel 4, you'd watch channel 5. And you know what? If you didn't like what was on channel 5, you had to read a book. My childhood was hell. Let me tell you. We was always reading and playing in the street, playing baseball, running around, getting fresh air. They made us eat apples. It was awful.
My mom makes me apples.
She does. I know it's terrible. Terrible. Parents is always asking you to do things you don't want to do, like be healthy and be kind. All right. And you can finish off your TV any way you'd like. What's on TV? I don't know.
The Smurfs.
The Smurfs?
Hannah Montana. Holy cow.
That's a retro show.
I know, but that's a movie. Who watches Boomerang? That's like a 18-something show.
Rowie watches that.
Oh, Rowie.
There we go. You could have keyhole
Ate
piano.
that much?
Yeah, this was my favorite show when I was a kid. It was the All You Kids Get Off My Lawn show. Just an old guy like me. He just said it over and over again. All you kids get off my lawn. Get off my lawn, all of you. You kids. You wouldn't do that at your house, would you? Get off my lawn. Yes, dear.
Isn't that what you like to?
It does look something like somebody I know. I don't know. All right, monkeys and wombats. Let's draw this candle here. Once again, we start with the guide dots. Those guide dots, you can erase them when you're finished, or you can just use rat lines that obliterate them. Now I'm going to draw the top of that circular candle, but I'm not going to draw it as a circle, am I? It's going to be foreshortened. Foreshortened. The way my friend Mac foreshortens things.
Your brains are popping out.
Yes, dear. We're drawing the candle.
The candle.
The candle. Now I'm going to pull the sides of the candle down. And once again, watch with amusement as Mr. Dawson draws the bottom of the candle wrong. Oh, you will laugh at how funny he is when he draws dumb. Why, that does not look right, Mr. Dawson. That looks like it is in a flood. Okay, so we will take the bottom off. Oh, silly Mr. Dawson with his not drawing good. Okay. Let's put a smile on the bottom of the candle. Smile for the camera. And that's how you make a cylinder. Pop off the board. Yeah. Now I'm going to add 2 guide dots off to the sides. Now I'm going to draw this base as if I were drawing an oval all the way through, right? But I'm not going to draw the oval all the way through. You have to walk away to see accurately. And you pull down the sides of the base, and you join the sides of the base with a smile, a big old happy smile. Show them some style. When you smile, smile,
Okay.
smile. Yeah, lots of smiles involved with drawing the candles. Because you can use these as birthday candles, whatever you like. I'm going to put a wick in this wicked candle. Put a flame on the wicked flame. I like the way he does the shimmering light coming off of the flame with the short and long lines. Did I say lions? No.